The Corellian Corvette CR-90 is one of the most versatile and iconic ships ever designed, known for its adaptability and efficiency in a wide range of missions. Originally developed as a multi-purpose vessel, the CR-90 has been used by multiple factions across the galaxy, from the Rebel Alliance to the Galactic Empire, and even in private hands. One of the key features of the CR-90 is its modular armament system, which allows the ship to be customized to suit specific tactical needs. This flexibility has contributed to its widespread use in various roles, from escorting important convoys to engaging in deep space interdiction missions. The Corvette's weapon systems are designed with a perfect balance between offensive firepower and defensive flexibility, allowing it to excel in both fleet actions and independent operations. The most commonly seen configuration for the CR-90 involves the use of dual turbo laser turrets mounted both dorsally and ventrally. These turrets provide a broad firing arc and allow the ship to defend itself from a variety of threats, particularly starfighters or smaller capital ships. These turbo laser turrets are complemented by several single turbo laser cannons, which are capable of delivering focused, high-intensity fire against larger targets, such as enemy cruisers or capital ships. This combination of turbolasers ensures that the CR-90 can engage threats across multiple vectors, making it a reliable asset in fleet actions where it is often tasked with defending larger, more vulnerable ships, such as transports or frigates. The ship's compact design, combined with these armaments, makes it a perfect escort vessel in convoy operations, where it can neutralize small enemy forces quickly and effectively. For more intense engagements, the CR-90 is occasionally outfitted with an enhanced armament configuration. This includes 6 dual turbo laser turrets, increasing its offensive capabilities and allowing it to take on larger capital ships or engage in heavy combat scenarios. This setup significantly boosts the Corvette's firepower, but the increase in armament comes with a trade-off in the ship's agility, as the additional weight and energy requirements can slow down its movements. Despite this, the added firepower allows the CR-90 to serve as a more capable frontline combatant, capable of holding its own against enemy forces that would otherwise outmatch it. This configuration, while less common than the standard setup, is still widely employed in fleet engagements where the CR-90 is expected to operate in areas where heavier combat might be anticipated, such as during patrols near enemy strongholds or in contested systems. The CR-90's flexibility extends even further in other configurations that prioritize different aspects of combat. One notable configuration uses a dorsal quad laser cannon turret, which provides a devastating rate of fire against smaller, more agile targets, such as starfighters or bombers. This quad laser turret is highly effective in countering enemy swarms, making it a valuable tool for protecting larger ships or civilian convoys from concentrated attacks by smaller vessels. The ventral dual turbo laser turret in this setup offers additional punch, capable of targeting heavier ships or providing support during intense fleet engagements. To further enhance its firepower, port and starboard laser cannons are added, ensuring that the ship has lateral coverage and can defend itself from all directions. This multi-role setup is commonly seen in CR-90s assigned to patrol duties or anti-piracy operations, where the ship must be able to deal with both large and small-scale threats. In yet another configuration, the CR-90 is equipped with an even more potent combination of dorsal and ventral dual turbo laser turrets and additional turbo laser cannons, bringing its firepower up to the maximum level. This setup is particularly suited for engagements where the CR-90 is expected to operate as a mainline warship, dealing with heavily armed opponents or defending high-priority targets. The versatility of the CR-90 in such configurations makes it invaluable in fleet actions, where its ability to switch between a defensive role, an anti-starfighter platform, and a capital ship killer allows it to fill multiple niches within the fleet. The CR-90's armament system is not just about sheer firepower. Its design emphasizes flexibility, with a range of configurations designed to meet the tactical demands of the moment. Whether it's used for space combat, fleet escort, or planetary defense, the CR-90's weaponry can be quickly adjusted to suit the situation. This makes the Corvette an invaluable asset in operations that require a ship capable of adapting to rapidly changing conditions. When deployed in large fleets, the CR-90 often assumes a defensive role, protecting more vulnerable ships and ensuring that enemy starfighters or light capital ships cannot overwhelm the fleet. In smaller independent operations, the CR-90's impressive mix of firepower and speed allows it to operate as a skirmisher, picking off enemy units and causing disruption within enemy lines. One of the most significant tactical advantages of the CR-90's armament is its speed and maneuverability. The ship can use its weapons to harass larger targets while staying out of their range, making it highly effective in combat scenarios where agility and the ability to reposition quickly are essential. The dual turbolaser turrets and turbolaser cannons allow the ship to take on enemy vessels from a distance, while its rapid-firing laser cannons and quad lasers enable it to handle close-range threats. Against smaller ships, the CR-90 can use its superior speed to stay just out of reach, while delivering powerful barrages of fire that can disable or destroy enemy fighters, bombers, and even some small capital ships. When operating in fleet actions, the CR-90's weaponry allows it to work in concert with larger ships, filling a support role that ensures the fleet's safety from lighter enemies. Its ability to quickly change its armament configuration allows the ship to adapt to different threats as the battle evolves. Whether on a solo mission to capture enemy ships, conducting raids against pirate bases, or escorting transports through dangerous systems, the CR-90's combination of rapid-fire weapons, heavy turbolasers, and laser cannons makes it an ideal ship for handling a wide range of operational tasks. In all of these scenarios, the CR-90 proves itself to be a dependable and highly effective vessel, capable of punching above its weight in combat situations. In summary, the Corellian Corvette CR-90 is a masterclass in flexible, adaptable design. Its armament, consisting of various turbolasers, quad lasers, and laser cannons, ensures that it is well equipped to handle a broad spectrum of threats. The ability to configure its weaponry based on the mission at hand makes it a highly valued ship across various factions and ensures its place in the annals of galactic starship design. Whether in the hands of the Rebel Alliance, the Galactic Empire, or private owners, the CR-90 has proven time and again that it can hold its own in the most challenging combat environments. The Corellian Corvette CR-90 is a starship celebrated not only for its adaptability and tactical versatility, but also for its exceptional propulsion system, which has been a cornerstone of its enduring success. At the heart of the CR-90's mobility lies its suite of Gyrodyne Tier 58 high-output ion turbine engines, an advanced propulsion array that ensures the ship's ability to excel across a wide range of operational scenarios. Equipped with 11 engines arranged in a trireme configuration, the CR-90 offers a balanced combination of speed, maneuverability, and endurance, making it one of the most effective and versatile capital ships of its class. The CR-90's propulsion system provides an impressive maximum acceleration of 2,100 g, enabling it to rapidly adjust its position in combat or transition between strategic locations. This level of acceleration places the CR-90 among the fastest ships of its size, allowing it to outmaneuver larger, less agile capital ships while maintaining effective engagement with smaller, faster starships. The propulsion system's efficiency allows the Corvette to sustain extended operations without compromising performance, making it particularly suitable for roles requiring high-speed pursuit, evasive maneuvers, or swift tactical redeployments. In terms of sublight velocity, the CR-90 achieves a cruising speed of 60 mglt, megalight per second, in the vacuum of space, a figure that highlights its ability to traverse large distances quickly and respond to threats or opportunities with minimal delay. This capability is especially valuable during fleet engagements, where rapid repositioning can determine the outcome of a battle. The ship's speed allows it to exploit vulnerabilities in enemy formations, cover gaps in defensive perimeters, and execute hit-and-run tactics with remarkable effectiveness. The CR-90's agility also enables it to evade enemy fire or escape from superior forces, making it a highly survivable asset in asymmetric warfare scenarios. When operating within a planetary atmosphere, the CR-90 retains its performance edge, achieving a maximum speed of 950 kilometers per hour. This atmospheric speed allows it to perform close air support roles with precision and agility, providing ground forces with fire support, conducting rapid troop extractions, or engaging in low-altitude pursuit missions. The ship's trireme engine configuration ensures stable and efficient thrust, even in dense atmospheric conditions, further enhancing its versatility and reliability during planetary operations. The Gyrodyne TR-58 engines are renowned for their robust design and modularity, which simplify maintenance and allow for upgrades or modifications as needed. Each engine operates independently within the trireme array, ensuring that the loss of one or more engines does not significantly impair the ship's overall performance. This redundancy contributes to the CR-90's reputation for durability and dependability, particularly in prolonged engagements or in theaters where repair facilities are limited. The balanced distribution of thrust across the three main engine banks minimizes structural stress on the hull, extending the ship's operational lifespan and reducing the frequency of major overhauls. In tactical applications, the CR-90's propulsion system is integral to its effectiveness across diverse mission profiles. During fleet operations, its speed and agility allow it to weave through the larger capital ships of both friendly and enemy fleets, targeting critical systems, escorting vulnerable assets, or exploiting gaps in enemy lines. The ship's ability to rapidly reposition enables it to support flanking maneuvers or counter enemy strategies with remarkable flexibility. In hit-and-run tactics, a hallmark of Rebel Alliance operations, the CR-90's acceleration and high sublight speed make it ideal for delivering precise strikes on Imperial convoys, installations, or patrols before retreating to safety. The CR-90's propulsion system also excels in escort and patrol missions, where its speed allows it to keep pace with faster starfighters or freighters while providing rapid interception of potential threats. Its ability to cover vast patrol areas efficiently ensures effective monitoring and response in systems with limited infrastructure or high levels of pirate and insurgent activity. In atmospheric environments, its agility and speed make it an invaluable tool for supporting ground forces or conducting operations in densely populated urban or rugged terrains. Despite its many strengths, the propulsion system of the CR-90 does have limitations. Its high-speed capabilities can sometimes outpace its ability to deliver sustained firepower, particularly in prolonged engagements where heavier capital ships dominate. Additionally, damage to the trireme configuration, while mitigated by redundancy, can reduce the ship's overall thrust efficiency and limit its operational range. To address these challenges, the CR-90 is often deployed alongside complementary ships, such as fleet carriers for additional starfighters or heavier frigates for enhanced firepower. Overall, the advanced propulsion system of the CR-90 has been a defining feature of its enduring legacy. Whether serving as a nimble combatant in the Rebel fleet, a reliable escort for Imperial convoys, or a versatile patrol vessel in remote sectors, the CR-90's engines have consistently delivered the performance required to meet the demands of its mission. The combination of speed, agility, and reliability has ensured the CR-90's place as a pivotal asset in countless conflicts and cemented its reputation as one of the galaxy's most iconic and effective starships. The hyperdrive system of the Corellian Corvette CR-90 stands as a testament to the engineering ingenuity of the Corellian Engineering Corporation, CEC. As a ship designed for versatility and reliability, the CR-90's hyperdrive plays a crucial role in ensuring the Corvette's effectiveness across a wide range of missions, from military operations to diplomatic assignments. The hyperdrive system, specifically the CEC subspace hyperdrive, is a finely tuned piece of technology that has become synonymous with the ship's reputation for speed and endurance in interstellar travel. With a Class 2.0 hyperdrive rating, the CR-90 achieves a balance of speed and efficiency that is exceptional for a vessel of its size and role. While not as fast as starfighters equipped with Class 1.0 hyperdrives, the CR-90 is notably swifter than many larger capital ships, allowing it to bridge the gap between smaller, tactical vessels and massive fleet carriers. This speed makes the CR-90 a versatile asset in both military and civilian contexts, as it can reach distant locations quickly while maintaining the robustness required for extended operations in hostile or remote environments. The CEC subspace hyperdrive is designed with reliability at its core, featuring a range of redundant systems to ensure continuous functionality even in the event of damage. This redundancy is vital during high-stakes missions, particularly in combat scenarios where the CR-90 might need to execute a rapid hyperspace jump to evade pursuing forces or reposition for tactical advantage. Additionally, the Hyperdrive's modular construction facilitates quick repairs and upgrades, enabling operators to customize the system for specific operational needs. This adaptability ensures that the CR-90 remains relevant even as newer technologies emerge. In terms of strategic utility, the Hyperdrive allows the CR-90 to excel in a variety of roles. One of its primary strengths is its ability to rapidly deploy to crisis zones, making it an invaluable asset for patrol and escort missions. Its speed in hyperspace ensures it can respond quickly to distress calls, intercept threats, or reinforce allied forces in need. For the Rebel Alliance, the CR-90's Hyperdrive became a cornerstone of their hit-and-run tactics. The ship's ability to enter and exit hyperspace with precision enabled it to strike Imperial installations or convoys unexpectedly and retreat before enemy reinforcements could arrive, demonstrating its effectiveness in asymmetric warfare. The Hyperdrive system also enhances the CR-90's capacity for independent operations. With its efficient design and substantial consumable storage, the ship can undertake long-term missions in uncharted or poorly mapped regions of the galaxy. This autonomy makes it a favorite for exploration, reconnaissance, and covert operations, where self-sufficiency is paramount. The navigational systems integrated with the Hyperdrive allow the CR-90 to plot safe and precise routes through hyperspace, avoiding hazards such as gravity wells and stellar anomalies. This capability ensures that the ship can traverse even the most treacherous regions with confidence. In fleet operations, the CR-90's Hyperdrive is equally valuable. It allows the Corvette to integrate seamlessly with larger fleets, providing a flexible component capable of quick redeployment or support. Whether serving as a scout, escort, or reinforcement vessel, the CR-90's hyperspace speed ensures it can adapt to the shifting dynamics of a battle or campaign. This flexibility is particularly important in galactic warfare, where the ability to reposition assets rapidly often determines the outcome of engagements. Historically, the CR-90's Hyperdrive has been a pivotal factor in some of the galaxy's most significant events. During the early days of the Galactic Civil War, the Hyperdrive-equipped Tantive 4 famously evaded Imperial pursuit to deliver the Death Star plans to the Rebel Alliance. This single act of defiance underscored the Hyperdrive's critical role in ensuring the success of high-stakes missions. Across decades of service, from the Clone Wars to the rise of the New Republic, the CR-90's Hyperdrive has consistently proven its value in scenarios where speed and reliability were paramount. While the Class 2.0 Hyperdrive is highly capable, it does face certain limitations. Smaller ships with Class 1.0 hyperdrives can outrun the CR-90, a disadvantage that is mitigated by the Corvette's ability to work in concert with faster vessels during coordinated operations. Additionally, the modular nature of the hyperdrive system allows for periodic upgrades, enabling operators to enhance its performance when resources permit. This ensures the CR-90 can continue to meet the demands of evolving tactical and strategic landscapes. The CR-90's hyperdrive is a cornerstone of its enduring legacy as one of the galaxy's most versatile and iconic starships. Its speed, precision, and reliability have made it an indispensable asset in countless roles, from frontline combat to diplomatic missions. Whether navigating established hyperspace lanes or venturing into uncharted territories, the CR-90's hyperdrive ensures that this venerable Corvette remains a symbol of Corellian engineering excellence and a force to be reckoned with in any theater of operations. The Mason Branger 7085 ionization reactor serves as the core power plant for the Corellian Corvette CR-90, embodying the ingenuity and reliability of Corellian Engineering Corporation's designs. This advanced reactor system is a marvel of engineering, employing ionization technology to produce the immense energy needed to power every aspect of the CR-90's operations. Using refined Tibana gas or similar high-energy fuels, the reactor generates electrical energy by ionizing fuel particles, ensuring a consistent and robust energy supply for the ship's propulsion, weaponry, shielding, and life support systems. Its design emphasizes not only power output, but also efficiency and reliability, making it the backbone of the Corvette's versatility across countless roles and missions. The Mason-Branger 7085 reactor pairs its energy generation with an advanced regulator system that dynamically allocates power to the ship's systems based on operational needs. In combat, the reactor prioritizes energy for weapons and shields, ensuring the Corvette can withstand enemy fire and deliver retaliatory strikes. During hyperspace travel, it redirects power to the hyperdrive and navigational systems, optimizing energy usage for interstellar journeys. This adaptability extends to emergencies, where the reactor's built-in fail-safe mechanisms and bypass systems allow engineers to isolate damaged components and reroute power to critical systems, keeping the ship operational even in dire circumstances. This reactor also powers the CR-90's Gyrodyne TIR-58 high-output ion turbine engines, enabling the ship's renowned speed and maneuverability. With energy efficiently supplied to these engines, the Corvette achieves impressive sublight performance, making it a formidable opponent in combat and an effective blockade runner. The reactor's capacity to sustain this level of output over extended durations ensures the CR-90 can operate in high-stress scenarios, from pursuing enemy vessels to evading larger and more powerful ships. Beyond its role in propulsion and combat, the Mason-Branger 7085 supports the ship's shielding systems, providing the energy needed to maintain robust defensive barriers against incoming attacks. Its power also sustains the CR-90's diverse weapon systems, including turbo lasers, quad laser cannons, and modular armaments, giving the ship the flexibility to adapt to different mission profiles. Whether engaging enemy fleets, defending against starfighter swarms, or delivering precise strikes against capital ships, the reactor ensures the CR-90's combat systems perform at peak efficiency. The reactor's efficiency and durability make the CR-90 a preferred choice for long-duration missions, particularly in remote regions of the galaxy. With its ability to maximize fuel utilization, the Mason-Branger 7085 allows the Corvette to operate autonomously for extended periods, supporting crew and passengers with reliable energy for life support, communications, and auxiliary systems. This endurance has made the CR-90 a favored vessel for diplomatic missions, exploratory expeditions, and covert operations, where self-sufficiency is paramount. Corellian practicality is evident in the reactor's robust construction and modular design, which facilitate maintenance, upgrades, and repairs. This ensures the reactor remains viable for decades, allowing the CR-90 to adapt to technological advancements or changing mission requirements with minimal downtime. Its dependability has been a cornerstone of the ship's widespread adoption and enduring popularity, with countless CR-90s serving across the galaxy in various roles. The Mason-Branger 7085 reactor's contribution to galactic history is profound, powering the CR-90 through pivotal moments such as the Galactic Civil War. Ships like the Tantive 4 relied on this reactor's performance to evade Imperial forces and transport critical intelligence, proving its worth in high-stakes situations. Its efficiency and reliability have allowed the CR-90 to function as a diplomatic courier, a reconnaissance vessel, and a mobile command center, each role showcasing the reactor's ability to support diverse operational demands. Despite its strengths, the reactor has limitations, as its energy output, though substantial, is not infinite. Sustained operation of all systems at maximum capacity can strain the reactor over time, requiring careful energy management by the crew. Nevertheless, its strengths far outweigh its drawbacks, and its design reflects the Corellian Engineering Corporation's commitment to producing ships that excel in performance, versatility, and durability. The Corellian Corvette CR-90, a hallmark of Corellian Engineering Corporation's innovative design philosophy, is a vessel crafted for versatility, reliability, and resilience. Its design balances offensive, defensive, and operational capabilities, making it a ubiquitous presence across countless star systems and fleets. The CR-90's enduring popularity is owed to its adaptability, with configurations tailored for a wide range of roles, including diplomatic transport, fleet escort, smuggling, and direct combat. This intricate interplay of design features ensures the CR-90 remains an iconic and effective starship. The CR-90 Corellian Corvette boasts compact yet efficient dimensions, reflecting its versatile design. Measuring 150 meters in length, the ship strikes a balance between maneuverability and functionality, making it ideal for a variety of roles, from diplomatic missions to tactical combat operations. Its 48.6-meter width ensures stability and internal space for key systems, while the 32.6-meter height, including the prominent upper communications antenna, allows for an optimal arrangement of sensor arrays, shielding projectors, and communication equipment. These dimensions enable the CR-90 to operate effectively in diverse environments, from narrow planetary canyons to the vast expanses of deep space, reinforcing its reputation as one of the galaxy's most adaptable starships. At the heart of the CR-90's defensive capabilities lies the FOA Kingsmire 484J4E screen control and shield projector, a highly reliable energy shielding system rated at 400 SBD standardized battle durability. This robust shielding is engineered to deflect and absorb energy-based weaponry, such as turbo laser blasts, while also mitigating damage from smaller projectiles and debris. The shields operate in multiple layers, allowing the CR-90 to endure prolonged bombardments. This layered defense system can adjust its energy distribution dynamically, prioritizing shield strength in specific quadrants when under concentrated fire. Additionally, the shielding system is modular, facilitating upgrades and repairs, which has allowed older CR-90 models to remain combat relevant for decades. This feature has been a major factor in its widespread adoption across factions, from planetary defense forces to Rebel Alliance fleets. The hull composition of the CR-90 complements its shielding. Constructed from ferromagnesium ceramic, a durable yet lightweight material, the hull is rated at 188 resistance units, providing a significant degree of structural integrity against kinetic and thermal impacts. This hull material ensures the ship can withstand direct hits that penetrate its shields, as well as survive atmospheric re-entries or accidental collisions. The use of ferromagnesium ceramic not only adds to the ship's durability, but also keeps its weight manageable, maintaining its impressive speed and maneuverability, even under duress. The ship's sensor systems are among the most advanced in its class. Outfitted with Pax Justana variable array sensor units, the CR-90 boasts exceptional detection and tracking capabilities. These sensors are capable of long-range reconnaissance, allowing the vessel to act as a forward scout for larger fleets or independently survey uncharted regions. The variable array technology enables the sensors to adapt to different mission requirements, from monitoring hyperspace lanes for pirate activity to pinpointing the location of concealed enemy vessels. Dual independent sensor units ensure redundancy, allowing the CR-90 to maintain functionality even if one unit is compromised. Navigational precision is provided by the Corellian Chain Management Navcom unit, a limited non-AI processing navigation system. While it lacks the sophistication of larger ships' artificial intelligence-driven systems, the Navcom's reliability and user-friendly interface make it ideal for smaller crews or less experienced operators. The system excels in calculating hyperspace routes quickly, minimizing transit times and ensuring safe passage through heavily trafficked or hazardous regions. Its limited processing capability also reduces the risk of tampering or hacking, an essential feature for a vessel often operating in contested or hostile environments. The CR-90's practical features extend to its docking and escape systems, which prioritize both operational flexibility and crew safety. A ventral starfighter-scale landing bay provides a versatile docking solution for shuttles, supply craft, or even small starfighters. This docking bay is frequently utilized for logistics support, allowing the ship to resupply or transfer personnel efficiently during fleet operations or extended missions. This capability enhances the CR-90's role as a support vessel, making it invaluable in scenarios where larger capital ships are unavailable or impractical. In emergency situations, the CR-90 is equipped with a comprehensive array of escape systems. The ship houses 8 Faber-Steen Lago 37's emergency escape pods, mounted ventrally for rapid deployment. These pods are designed to eject safely from the ship, even under extreme conditions, and are equipped with basic propulsion and navigation systems to reach nearby safe zones or rendezvous points. For larger evacuation needs, the ship features 4 Faber-Steen maximum capacity life ships, dorsal mounted and armed to provide both defense and long-term survival capabilities. These life ships are equipped with enhanced life support systems, allowing them to sustain evacuees for extended periods if rescue is delayed. The CR-90's cargo capacity is another testament to its versatility. With the ability to carry up to 3,000 metric tons of cargo, the ship can fulfill a wide range of roles, from transporting vital supplies and equipment to smuggling contraband through blockades. The cargo bays are modular, allowing operators to reconfigure them for specific mission requirements. For instance, the bays can be adapted to house medical facilities, research labs, or additional armaments, further enhancing the ship's utility in specialized operations. The overall design philosophy of the CR-90 reflects Corellian Engineering Corporation's emphasis on adaptability and longevity. Its balanced combination of defensive shielding, durable hull, advanced sensors, and practical systems makes it a highly effective multi-purpose vessel. Whether serving as a frontline combatant, a diplomatic envoy, or a smuggling freighter, the CR-90 has proven itself time and again as a reliable and resilient ship. This versatility, combined with its ease of maintenance and potential for upgrades, ensures the CR-90 remains a cornerstone of fleets across the galaxy, celebrated for its design ingenuity and operational excellence. The Corellian Corvette CR-90 is a testament to versatility and adaptability in galactic naval engineering, and at the heart of its success lies its crew. Designed to accommodate a wide range of personnel needs, the CR-90 can function with a skeleton crew of just 7, or operate at peak efficiency with a full complement of up to 165 individuals. This flexibility ensures the ship can fulfill diverse roles, from diplomatic envoy and cargo transport to combat escort and blockade runner. The crew, however, is more than just a number. It represents a well-organized, adaptable, and often faction-specific structure, deeply influencing how the ship is operated and maintained. The size of the crew varies depending on the mission and the faction operating the vessel. In its simplest configuration, a skeleton crew of 7 highly trained personnel can manage essential systems, such as navigation, propulsion, weaponry, and life support. This is ideal for low-risk missions or emergency operations. However, for more complex roles, such as combat engagements or deep space exploration, the ship benefits greatly from a larger crew. A full complement enables the delegation of specialized roles, including gunnery, engineering, communications, logistics, and medical support, ensuring the vessel operates at peak performance. Crew organization aboard a CR-90 follows a hierarchical structure that adapts to the priorities and culture of the faction in control. In the Galactic Republic, the ship's command was typically led by a seasoned captain with extensive experience in either naval operations or diplomacy, supported by an executive officer responsible for coordinating the day-to-day activities of the crew. Engineers maintained the ship's propulsion systems and shield generators, while gunnery crews operated the turbo lasers and laser cannons with precision. Navigation officers charted hyperspace routes and managed the sensor systems to avoid hazards and ensure mission success. Republic crews were often products of rigorous academy training, focusing on discipline, technical expertise, and teamwork. Under the Galactic Empire, the CR-90 remained a valuable asset, especially for patrol and escort missions. Imperial crews operated under stricter discipline and a rigid chain of command. Captains wielded absolute authority, with every officer and crew member expected to follow orders without question. The ship's efficiency under the Empire was due in part to its specialization. Each crew member was rigorously trained for a specific task, minimizing redundancy but requiring a larger team for optimal performance. Imperial crews often comprised career officers and enlisted personnel trained at elite naval academies, with a strong emphasis on loyalty and efficiency. In contrast, the Rebel Alliance's operation of the CR-90 reflected the resourcefulness and improvisation that defined the faction. Rebel crews were often smaller and relied heavily on multitasking, with personnel cross-trained to handle multiple systems and roles. Captains of Rebel CR-90s were frequently charismatic leaders who inspired loyalty through shared purpose, rather than strict discipline. The informal hierarchy encouraged creativity and problem-solving, which was essential given the often overstressed systems and limited resources available to the rebellion. Engineers aboard Rebel CR-90s were known for their ingenuity, frequently modifying the ship's systems to enhance performance or adapt it for specific missions. Pirates and privateers, who also found the CR-90 appealing, adopted an entirely different approach to crew organization. Leadership aboard such ships was typically based on charisma, fear, or tactical acumen, with captains maintaining authority through reputation or sheer strength. Crews were a mix of mercenaries, smugglers, and outlaws, with skills ranging from basic competence to exceptional expertise. The hierarchy was fluid, often shifting based on individual contributions and alliances within the crew. Life aboard a pirate-operated CR-90 was often harsh, with limited resources and a volatile social dynamic. But the ship's versatility allowed even these unorthodox crews to make effective use of its systems. The training and expertise of CR-90 crews varied widely between factions. In the Republic and Empire, formal academies provided comprehensive education in ship systems, tactics, and engineering, ensuring a high level of proficiency. Rebel crews, lacking such formal institutions, relied on mentorship and on-the-job training, emphasizing adaptability and quick thinking. Pirate crews often lacked structured training altogether, relying instead on practical experience and a trial-and-error approach to mastering the vessel's systems. Life aboard a CR-90 was influenced by the mission profile and the operating faction. For Republic and Imperial crews, discipline and routine defined daily life, with structured schedules for maintenance, drills, and rest period. The ship's modular design allowed for relative comfort, with quarters that could be adjusted to accommodate crew size and mission needs. Rebel crews, while less regimented, fostered a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose, often compensating for limited resources with mutual support and ingenuity. Pirate crews faced a more chaotic environment, with cramped quarters and minimal amenities, but their reliance on the ship's flexibility often turned adversity into innovation. The CR-90's design not only accommodates diverse crew structures, but also enhances their ability to perform under varied circumstances. Its modular interior allows for easy customization, enabling crews to adapt the vessel for roles ranging from combat operations to humanitarian missions. This adaptability, combined with the dedication and skill of its crew, has cemented the CR-90's legacy as one of the most versatile and enduring starships in galactic history. Across all factions, the crew remains the beating heart of the ship, turning its technological capabilities into real-world success. Passengers. The CR-90 Corellian Corvette is renowned for its remarkable versatility, which extends to its passenger capabilities. With the capacity to carry up to 600 individuals, depending on its internal configuration, the vessel serves a variety of crucial roles, from diplomatic and military missions to humanitarian operations. This adaptability makes the CR-90 a cornerstone of fleets across multiple factions, showcasing its ability to balance practicality, comfort, and operational effectiveness for passengers in diverse scenarios. In diplomatic missions, the CR-90 transforms into a sophisticated vessel capable of transporting high-ranking officials and their entourages in comfort and security. The modular design of the ship's interior allows for the creation of luxurious suites and meeting spaces tailored to the needs of ambassadors and dignitaries. These spaces are equipped with private quarters, advanced communication systems, and holo projectors for secure negotiations and briefings. The ship's quiet propulsion systems and soundproofed interiors ensure privacy and a professional atmosphere, essential for fostering trust and respect during delicate diplomatic endeavors. Meanwhile, dedicated security features, such as reinforced bulkheads and concealed weapon emplacements, provide passengers with a sense of safety without detracting from the vessel's diplomatic purpose. Reception areas are often reconfigured to host formal gatherings, while cargo bays may be adapted to carry ceremonial gifts or supplies for aid missions accompanying diplomatic outreach. The CR-90's ability to adapt its passenger accommodations also extends to its role in tactical ground operations. When used as a military transport, the ship can carry up to 600 soldiers, with its modular compartments converted into barracks outfitted with bunks, storage lockers, and operational briefing rooms. This ensures that troops have the necessary space and resources to prepare for missions during transit. The layout is optimized for efficient movement, allowing for rapid deployment upon arrival at a destination. The ship's robust structural integrity enables it to enter planetary atmospheres, providing critical support for rapid insertion operations. Ground forces benefit from its advanced sensors and communication arrays, which allow commanders to coordinate operations effectively, ensuring that troops are deployed with precision and support. Its onboard systems can manage real-time battlefield data, enabling officers to make tactical decisions swiftly, whether coordinating reinforcements, supplying critical equipment, or facilitating evacuations. In humanitarian and evacuation missions, the CR-90's design is reconfigured to prioritize safety and capacity over comfort. Its spacious cargo holds and passenger compartments are transformed to accommodate as many evacuees as possible, using emergency seating or makeshift sleeping areas to maximize capacity. Advanced life support systems ensure adequate air circulation, temperature control, and environmental stability, even when the ship is operating at full capacity. Supplies such as food, water, and medical equipment are stored strategically to support evacuees during transit, while onboard medical facilities are often established to provide immediate care to those in need. These facilities, staffed by medics or medical droids, can stabilize injured passengers until they reach a safe destination. The ship's shielding and defensive capabilities offer essential protection during high-risk extractions, allowing it to navigate hazardous conditions or hostile fire zones with relative safety. The CR-90 also demonstrates a unique ability to balance comfort and utility. For extended missions or specialized assignments, the ship can be configured to offer enhanced accommodations. This includes climate-controlled environments, soundproofed cabins, and recreational areas that contribute to passenger morale during prolonged journeys. Entertainment systems and communal dining spaces foster a sense of community among passengers, whether they are troops preparing for a campaign or diplomats representing their worlds. Even in its most utilitarian configurations, the CR-90 maintains a level of ergonomic design and operational efficiency that ensures passengers can travel without undue strain or discomfort. One of the CR-90's defining features is its adaptability across various roles and factions. Whether ferrying dignitaries, deploying troops, or rescuing evacuees, the ship seamlessly adjusts to its assigned mission while maintaining its reliability and performance. This adaptability is further amplified by its speed and maneuverability, ensuring that passengers are transported safely and swiftly, even in dangerous or time-sensitive situations. For military operations, its compact yet efficient design allows it to navigate through fleet formations or planetary terrain, while in diplomatic missions, its unassuming profile and defensive systems reassure both passengers and allies of its competence. The CR-90 Corellian Corvette epitomizes versatility in passenger transport, accommodating a wide range of needs while maintaining its reputation as a dependable and multifunctional starship. Whether serving as a mobile embassy, a troop transport, or a lifeline for those in peril, the CR-90 consistently proves its worth as a vessel capable of balancing the diverse demands of its passengers. This remarkable adaptability ensures its continued presence in fleets across the galaxy, a testament to its enduring design and engineering excellence. The CR-90 Corellian Corvette is notable for its ability to carry a small but versatile complement of starfighters or auxiliary craft, which enhances its operational capabilities across a wide range of missions. Typically, the Corvette is equipped to support up to 3 RZ-1 A-wing interceptors, docked externally along its hull. While the number of starfighters it can host may seem modest, this complement significantly extends the ship's tactical versatility, allowing it to perform effectively in both offensive and defensive roles. The A-wing interceptors, known for their exceptional speed and agility, are a natural fit for the CR-90's fast attack and reconnaissance-oriented design philosophy. These starfighters can be deployed rapidly during engagements, providing a crucial layer of defense against enemy fighters and bombers. The external docking configuration minimizes the Corvette's internal spatial requirements, ensuring that its compact design remains unencumbered while still maintaining the ability to project force beyond its turbo laser and cannon armament. The external docking also facilitates rapid deployment and retrieval, crucial for surprise assaults or quick escape scenarios. In combat, the A-wings serve as both a protective screen and a force multiplier. Their advanced sensor packages can extend the CR-90's situational awareness, identifying threats and anomalies in the surrounding space that the Corvette's onboard sensors might miss. Their speed and maneuverability allow them to intercept enemy craft targeting the Corvette or its convoy, neutralizing threats before they can inflict damage. Additionally, The A-Wing's hit-and-run tactics complement the CR-90's own swift and evasive nature, enabling the pair to operate effectively in skirmishes or against larger fleets. Together, they can harass enemy forces, disrupt formations, and draw fire away from the Corvette itself. Beyond combat, the CR-90's starfighter complement enhances its utility in reconnaissance and scouting missions. A-Wings, with their high-speed sublight engines and advanced sensor arrays, can survey large areas quickly, relaying valuable tactical data to the Corvette. This capability is particularly valuable in scenarios requiring stealth or rapid assessment, such as scouting hyperspace routes, mapping asteroid fields, or monitoring enemy fleet movements. The ability to deploy these interceptors allows the CR-90 to act as a mobile command center, coordinating fighter operations and integrating their data into broader fleet maneuvers. In humanitarian or rescue missions, the A-Wings can provide overwatch and escort services, ensuring the safety of evacuees or supply runs in hostile environments. Their speed makes them ideal for quickly reaching and securing areas ahead of the Corvette's arrival, while their armament can fend off opportunistic attackers. This protective role is critical in high-risk scenarios, particularly when the CR-90 is operating with limited reinforcements or in areas with significant pirate or rebel activity. The Corvette's starfighter complement also contributes to its adaptability within different factions and organizations. In the Rebel Alliance, for example, A-Wings often provide the Corvette with a much-needed edge against the superior numbers and firepower of the Imperial Navy. Their ability to execute precision strikes and distract larger ships aligns perfectly with the hit-and-run tactics favored by the Rebellion. For independent operators, mercenary groups, or pirates, starfighters like the A-Wing can be replaced or supplemented with other small craft, such as shuttles or drones, tailored to specific missions. Maintenance and support for the starfighters are streamlined thanks to the CR-90's modular systems. While docked externally, the A-Wings can be refueled and rearmed directly from the Corvette's reserves. Technicians on board the ship, working from external maintenance platforms or in small repair bays within the Corvette, can perform light repairs and diagnostics. This ensures that the fighters remain mission-ready without requiring the Corvette to return to a larger base or station. The inclusion of spare parts, energy cells, and ordnance in the Corvette's cargo space further enhances its self-sufficiency. In summary, the CR-90 Corellian Corvette's complement of 3 RZ-1 A-Wing interceptors, though modest in scale, significantly enhances its capabilities across combat, reconnaissance, and humanitarian roles. The synergy between the Corvette and its starfighters exemplifies the CR-90's hallmark versatility, allowing it to perform effectively as a standalone vessel or within a larger fleet. This adaptability ensures that the ship remains a valuable asset in a galaxy where flexibility and ingenuity often determine success. The CR-90 Corellian Corvette stands as one of the most iconic and versatile starships ever created in galactic history, renowned for its adaptability and widespread use across both civilian and military sectors. Designed by the Corellian Engineering Corporation, CEC, a company famous for its shipbuilding excellence, the CR-90 exemplifies the mastery of Corellian starship design. Originally intended as a multi-role vessel capable of fulfilling various needs, the CR-90 quickly became one of the most popular and widely deployed ships in the galaxy. It found its place not only as a diplomatic cruiser and luxury transport, but also as a key asset in military fleets and among private organizations, further cementing its legendary status. The CR-90 was born out of the CEC's initiative to create a starship capable of meeting a diverse range of needs. The design team focused on modularity, a feature that allowed the ship to be highly customizable for different roles, from high-speed transport and diplomatic missions to military engagements and private trade operations. The result was a sleek, wedge-shaped vessel measuring 150 meters in length, combining both aesthetic elegance and functionality. The CR-90's layout made it versatile, as it could be outfitted with a variety of equipment and systems depending on the specific needs of its owner, whether for diplomatic functions, high-value cargo transport, or defense-related tasks. The ship's size, while compact, offered sufficient internal space for various configurations, which could be easily adapted to suit the mission at hand. This made the CR-90 an attractive option for planetary governments, private corporations, and independent traders alike. At the heart of the CR-90's success was its modular design, which allowed Corellian Engineering Corporation to produce multiple variants of the ship while maintaining the same core framework. This approach allowed CEC to achieve economies of scale while still offering highly specialized versions of the CR-90. For example, the Alderaanian diplomatic cruiser was a variant outfitted with luxurious interiors, advanced communication systems, and specialized features designed to facilitate high-profile diplomatic missions. In contrast, military variants often came equipped with reinforced hulls, improved shielding, and enhanced weaponry, making them ideal for blockade running, patrol duties, and defensive combat operations. The ship was also used as a luxury transport, featuring plush accommodations and state-of-the-art amenities to cater to the wealthiest of clients. Even the Rebel Alliance, during the Galactic Civil War, made extensive use of CR-90s as blockade runners, a role that capitalized on the ship's speed and stealth capabilities. The ship's modular nature did not just refer to its physical attributes, it extended to its internal systems as well. Owners had the ability to choose from a wide array of systems based on their priorities. A client looking for a military-grade vessel could opt for enhanced weaponry, shielding, and sensor arrays, while a diplomatic mission might prefer advanced communications equipment, luxurious cabins, and customized conference rooms. This flexibility made the CR-90 a favorite in sectors as varied as commerce, diplomacy, and military service, contributing to its wide adoption. The CR-90 was built at CEC's famous Corellian shipyards, known across the galaxy for their efficiency, precision, and capacity to produce high-quality ships. Located on the bustling planet of Corellia, these shipyards employed a combination of automated manufacturing techniques and skilled labor, with specialized teams focusing on specific components, such as the FOA Kingsmire 484J, 4E shield projector, and the PAX Hustana variable array sensor unit. These systems were carefully engineered to ensure the vessel met the stringent performance and durability standards required by both military and civilian clients. The Corellian shipyards also had access to an extensive network of raw material suppliers and advanced logistical support, which facilitated the smooth delivery of critical components and ensured the production process was both efficient and timely. The manufacturing of CR-90s also involved innovative production practices to address the logistical challenges inherent in creating a ship of its complexity. Components like engines, shield generators, and sensor arrays were produced in bulk to standard specifications, allowing them to be interchangeable across the entire CR series. This standardized approach not only made the production process more efficient, but also ensured that repairs and maintenance were easier for owners, as parts were readily available and could be swapped between different ships. Additionally, CEC incorporated pre-installed modular systems, which allowed customers to specify their desired configurations before assembly. This customization option was a significant selling point for the CR-90, as it enabled CEC to meet the unique needs of every client, whether they required a luxurious diplomatic cruiser or a heavily armed blockade runner. Over time, the CR-90 became a staple in the fleets of various organizations. The original price of a CR-90 was typically around 3,500,000 credits for a standard model, though this could vary depending on the customization options selected by the buyer. Versions with fewer features or more basic configurations could be purchased for as little as 2,700,000 credits, while heavily modified military or diplomatic variants could easily fetch higher prices. The secondary market also played a key role in the CR-90's success. Used CR-90s were regularly available, often priced around 1,500,000 credits, making them an appealing option for smaller organizations, independent operators, and even rebel factions looking for affordable but capable starships. This availability helped sustain the CR-90's popularity long after its initial production run, ensuring that the ship remained an integral part of galactic fleets for years to come. The CR-90's legacy was built not only on its initial success, but also on its versatility and long-term reliability. The Rebel Alliance, during the height of the Galactic Civil War, famously utilized the CR-90 as a blockade runner, taking advantage of its speed and agility to outmaneuver Imperial forces. The Alderaanian diplomatic cruiser variant found its place in high-profile diplomatic missions across the galaxy, while the luxury transport version catered to the elite, offering comfort and style for the wealthiest travelers. Even after its production officially ended, used CR-90s continued to find new life, whether in the hands of pirates, independent traders, or smaller militias. The CR-90 Corellian Corvette is a shining example of Corellian ingenuity, a starship that combined advanced technology, customizability, and affordability into a single, powerful package. Whether it was used for diplomacy, military service, or trade, the CR-90 established itself as one of the most versatile and long-lasting ships in galactic history. Its widespread use and continued legacy make it a true hallmark of Corellian shipbuilding, a symbol of the quality, adaptability, and reliability that has become synonymous with Corellian starships across the galaxy. The Sundered Heart began its journey as a CR-90 Corvette, a smaller class of ship designed and manufactured by the Corellian Engineering Corporation for various duties like convoy protection, reconnaissance, and light defense operations. Its original design made it a versatile vessel, capable of performing a wide range of roles in a variety of scenarios. Initially used by Bail Organa around the time of the declaration of a new order, the ship's early years were marked by its involvement in the turbulence of the Clone Wars, where it operated under the flag of the Loyalist Senator. The vessel's early configuration, as a CR-90, was functional for its time, but it soon found itself needing major modifications to meet the demands of an increasingly complex galaxy, particularly with the rise of the Galactic Empire. As the political landscape shifted dramatically with the fall of the Republic and the establishment of the Empire, the Sundered Heart underwent a substantial transformation, becoming one of the most iconic ships of the Galactic Civil War. Its conversion into a CR-90 Corvette was a vital step in adapting to the growing resistance to the Empire. This retrofit process involved major engineering adjustments, significantly enhancing the vessel's capabilities. The ship was outfitted with additional engine compartments, which increased its speed and maneuverability. While the original CR-90 Corvette had been modest in terms of speed and firepower, the CR-90 modification added the ability to engage more formidable opponents. The addition of fins to the ship's design provided greater agility in space combat, while the expansion of its engine systems allowed the ship to reach speeds almost 4 times faster than it had been able to before, making it highly effective in evading pursuit or striking quickly before enemies had a chance to react. These upgrades were particularly crucial during the Galactic Civil War, as they gave the ship both speed and firepower that made it a force to be reckoned with in battle. The Sundered Heart now boasted a length of 150 meters and was capable of achieving a maximum acceleration of 3,400 g, which made it more agile and responsive during high-speed maneuvers. Its hyperdrive rating, set at Class 2.0, ensured the ship had solid long-range travel capabilities, though it was not the fastest available at the time. The addition of an energy flux device was another significant enhancement, enabling the vessel to interfere with enemy fire by creating an energy distortion field that weakened incoming attacks. This made the Sundered Heart much harder to hit in combat, and gave it a distinct advantage against Imperial forces, who relied heavily on conventional turbo-laser fire. Armed with Time and BAC H9 turbo-lasers, 2 and 4 laser cannons, the Sundered Heart had significant firepower for its size, capable of defending itself against smaller enemy ships or engaging in combat with more formidable opponents. These weapons allowed the Corvette to play an active role in skirmishes and provide support for larger, more heavily armed ships in the fleet, such as those led by Captain Remus Antilles, the vessel's commander during its service in the Galactic Civil War. The ship's relatively light armament compared to larger capital ships did not hinder its effectiveness in its role as a fast response vessel, capable of harassing the Empire's forces and executing hit-and-run tactics. One of the defining characteristics of the Sundered Heart was its small hangar bay, a key feature that allowed the ship to deploy 1 or 2 starfighters, depending on their size. This feature made the vessel highly versatile in various operational scenarios, enabling it to provide air support, rapid strike capabilities, and the flexibility to operate alongside other larger ships in the fleet. A notable moment in the ship's history occurred when Obi-Wan Kenobi used this hangar to rendezvous with the Sundered Heart after his battle with General Grievous on the planet Utapau, demonstrating the ship's importance in facilitating strategic operations for the rebel forces. Additionally, the Sundered Heart was equipped with a droid workshop, which played a pivotal role in the memory wipe of C-3PO, a defining moment in the droid's journey and his eventual service under Princess Leia Organa. Following its transformation into a CR-90 Corvette, the Sundered Heart became the flagship of Captain Remus Antilles, a prominent officer in the Rebel Alliance. As the flagship, the ship participated in critical operations against the Galactic Empire, including raids on Imperial supply lines, covert missions to disrupt Imperial operations, and attacks on key Imperial installations. Under Captain Antilles, the Sundered Heart became an essential asset for the Rebel forces, offering its agility, firepower, and specialized countermeasures as part of the Rebel fleet's efforts to combat the Empire's dominance. The energy flux device aboard the Sundered Heart proved especially valuable in these engagements, allowing the ship to neutralize enemy fire during critical battles. This technology gave the Sundered Heart an edge in encounters with the Empire's capital ships and starfighters, making it a symbol of the ingenuity and adaptability that defined the Rebel Alliance. As the Sundered Heart continued to serve the rebellion, it played an instrumental role in various campaigns, often operating in tandem with larger vessels like the Tantive IV and other Rebel ships. Its speed and versatility were invaluable in these operations, enabling the Rebel forces to outmaneuver the Empire and strike where it would hurt the most. During its service, the ship helped transport vital personnel, carry out espionage missions, and engage in military operations against Imperial strongholds, all while remaining a symbol of hope for those fighting against the tyranny of the Empire. In the broader context of the Galactic Civil War, the Sundered Heart was a testament to the resourcefulness of the Rebel forces. Its transformation from a CR-70 Corvette to a CR-90 Corvette exemplified the ingenuity and adaptability of the Alliance in the face of overwhelming odds. The ship's ability to perform multiple roles, from providing air support and engaging enemy ships to serving as a mobile base of operations, made it a valuable asset in the fight for freedom. As the Sundered Heart continued to serve in the Rebel fleet, it became more than just a ship. It was a symbol of resistance, of the determination to challenge the Empire and to fight for a better future. Under the command of Captain Remus Antilles, who had been gifted the ship for his successful efforts to run medical supplies past Imperial blockades, the Sundered Heart would see action against the Empire. Captain Antilles and his crew were involved in several critical missions for the Rebel Alliance. The ship played a vital role in the Battle of Quat, where it participated in the destruction of 6 Imperial shipyards that orbited the planet. This operation was part of a larger strategy to acquire X-Wing prototypes and other critical technologies from Quat shipyards, which the rebels needed to bolster their forces against the ever-growing might of the Empire. The Sundered Heart also took part in the rescue of INCOM scientists, who were being transported by the Empire to the spice mines of Kessel. This operation highlighted the Sundered Heart's new role as a ship of vital rescue and sabotage missions, saving key figures who would later contribute to the rebel cause. Although it was a vital asset to the early rebel operations, the Sundered Heart's time in the spotlight was not to last forever. During Operation Skyhook, Captain Antilles was given command of the Tantive IV, which was the ship used in a mission to gather intelligence against the Empire. The Tantive IV was ultimately intercepted by Imperial forces during the Battle of Tatooine, and Captain Antilles was killed by Darth Vader. This tragic loss marked the end of Antilles' involvement with the ship, but the Sundered Heart's legacy continued to resonate throughout the Rebel Alliance. Even after Captain Antilles' death, the ship's legacy lived on. The Sundered Heart had been transformed from a simple personal transport into a symbol of resistance, defiance, and the will to fight against oppression. It had been a pivotal asset in the Rebel Alliance's efforts to topple the Empire, and its participation in key battles and covert missions made it one of the iconic vessels of the Galactic Civil War. Whether rescuing survivors, delivering crucial supplies, or conducting sabotage operations, the Sundered Heart played a vital role in shaping the course of galactic history. The Sundered Heart was a ship that played a pivotal role in the shifting tides of galactic history, especially during the closing years of the Clone Wars and the early days of the Galactic Civil War. Originally constructed as a CR-70 Corvette, it was first used by Senator Bail Organa as his personal transport during the final stages of the Clone Wars. Organa, a key figure in the political landscape of the Republic, used the ship primarily for travel between his homeworld of Alderaan and Coruscant, the heart of the Republic. The Sundered Heart was equipped with the necessary facilities to accommodate the senator and his staff. but it would come to serve a much larger role as the galaxy plunged into chaos. When the Clone Wars reached their final, catastrophic stages, the Sundered Heart became a significant asset in Organa's efforts to protect the Jedi survivors. After the execution of Order 66, which saw the Jedi Order all but wiped out by the 501st Legion, Organa, with the help of a stolen Jedi homing beacon, was able to rescue two of the most powerful Jedi Masters, Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Sundered Heart was central to this rescue, offering both a place of refuge and a means of escape. Organa personally navigated the war-torn galaxy to bring Yoda and Kenobi to safety after they had escaped the Jedi Purge on Kashyyyk and Utapau. These two Jedi would play vital roles in the survival of the Force and the continuation of hope in the galaxy. The ship would return to Coruscant, where the Jedi Masters, using the Sundered Heart as a mobile base, would alter the beacon at the Jedi Temple, ensuring that any remaining Jedi could be found and kept safe. At the same time, Organa was summoned to the Grand Convocation Chamber, where the declaration of a new order was read, transforming the Galactic Republic into the Galactic Empire. This marked the true beginning of the end of the Jedi Order. Following this event, Organa played a key role in rescuing Yoda from the Senate chamber after he had nearly been struck down by Darth Sidious, whose power had now overtaken the Republic. The Sundered Heart was more than just a transport for Organa and the remaining Jedi, though. It became a symbol of survival, hope, and defiance. The ship carried the body of Padme Amidala from Polis Massa to Naboo after her tragic death following the birth of her twins, Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa. It was aboard the Sundered Heart that the twins' fates were decided. Leia was adopted by the House of Organa on Alderaan, while Luke was entrusted to the Lars family on Tatooine. The ship's role in these moments marked it as an irreplaceable piece of galactic history, one that would forever be linked to the creation of the next generation of heroes. As the galaxy fell under the rule of the Empire, the Sundered Heart underwent significant modifications. It was retrofitted with the Vanguard C-20 retrofit suite, which upgraded its capabilities and turned it into a more powerful CR-90 Corvette. The addition of enhanced engine systems allowed the ship to surpass the capabilities of many smaller Imperial vessels, making it one of the most advanced ships of its class in the galaxy. The CR-92, a Assassin-class Corvette, commonly referred to as the Modified Corvette, was a small yet powerful warship that made its debut before the Battle of Hoth. Primarily used by the Imperial Navy, the Assassin class was designed as a militarized successor to the CR-90 Corvette, a renowned and versatile vessel used by both the Rebel Alliance and the Galactic Republic. Although the two ships shared similar hammerhead styling, the Assassin class was an evolution of the CR-90, possessing numerous enhancements that made it better suited for combat and operational efficiency in the Imperial fleet. Manufactured by the Corellian Engineering Corporation, the Assassin class was a direct response to the increasing need for more durable, heavily armed corvettes capable of countering the growing threat posed by rebel forces and other enemies of the Empire. To accomplish this, the ship's design incorporated numerous improvements, including a reinforced hull and shielding system that gave the Assassin class a higher degree of resilience compared to its predecessors. With a hull rating of 228 RU and shielding rated at 400 SBD, it was far more capable of withstanding enemy fire and extended combat engagements, which was essential in the increasingly hostile galaxy. While the Assassin class shared a similar 434 engine layout to the CR-90, its configuration was more streamlined, featuring 8 large outer engines and 3 smaller inner engines. This engine arrangement improved the ship's hull strength, speed, and maneuverability compared to the more traditional setup used in the CR-90. These engines allowed the Assassin class to achieve Class 2.0 hyperdrive capabilities, with a Class 16 backup system, ensuring that it could travel efficiently across vast distances and respond quickly to threats. With these enhancements, the Assassin class was better equipped to serve in roles ranging from system patrols to rapid strike missions, supporting its reputation as a well-rounded warship. In terms of armament, the Assassin-class Corvette was equipped with a formidable weapons suite designed to deliver both offensive firepower and defensive capabilities. The vessel featured 6 dual turbo laser batteries, 3 port and 3 starboard, giving it significant offensive firepower to take on both smaller targets and larger ships. It also possessed 2 quad laser cannons, one mounted on the dorsal side and the other on the ventral side, which added an additional layer of anti-starfighter defense, allowing the Corvette to effectively protect itself against hostile starfighters and bombers. In addition to its laser weaponry, the Assassin class was armed with a proton torpedo launcher, capable of launching up to 10 proton torpedoes in rapid succession. This weapon system was particularly useful in engaging larger capital ships or heavy installations that required concentrated firepower to neutralize. Furthermore, the ship was equipped with a tractor beam projector, which could be used to capture or tow enemy vessels, facilitating boarding actions or simply preventing an enemy from escaping. The Assassin class was crewed by anywhere from 60 to 150 personnel, depending on the mission's specific requirements and configuration. The crew consisted of a mix of officers, engineers, technicians, gunners, and other essential personnel, each trained in their respective duties to ensure smooth operation of the ship. The ship also had the capacity to carry up to 60 passengers, typically soldiers, officers, or VIPs, depending on the mission. With its high degree of customization, the Assassin class was well suited for a variety of roles within the Imperial Navy, including system patrol missions to safeguard critical sectors, rapid strike operations to launch quick raids against enemy targets, and as a priority cargo transport to deliver valuable supplies to key Imperial locations. The Assassin-class Corvette was equipped with a navigation system that included a standard navigation computer, allowing the crew to easily chart courses through difficult space environments. Its operational range was extended by its consumables capacity, which could support a full crew for up to 1 year before needing to resupply. This extended range made the Assassin class suitable for deep space operations and long-term deployments away from major Imperial bases. In terms of its role in combat, the Assassin class was a versatile vessel capable of fulfilling several critical functions within the Imperial fleet. As a corvette, it was often deployed in close support of larger Imperial warships, providing supplementary firepower and acting as a deterrent against smaller enemy vessels. It was also used for rapid strikes against rebel or pirate forces, able to deliver a concentrated attack before withdrawing swiftly to avoid extended engagements with more powerful opponents. In addition to these combat roles, the Assassin class could serve as a priority cargo transport, ensuring that high-value supplies could be delivered to key strategic locations under the protection of its formidable defenses. The Assassin-class Corvette's cost was listed at 2,500,000 credits, which made it a relatively affordable option for the Imperial Navy, especially when compared to larger, more expensive capital ships. Its affordability, combined with its versatile combat capabilities, made it a popular choice among Imperial commanders for a wide variety of missions, ranging from escorting larger ships to engaging in direct combat with rebel forces. Despite being a smaller vessel, the Assassin class proved itself to be a valuable asset in the Imperial fleet, providing the Empire with a ship that could perform multiple roles effectively, while still being able to hold its own against more formidable threats. Overall, the CR-92, a Assassin-class Corvette, was a highly capable and versatile ship that played a significant role in the Imperial Navy during the Galactic Civil War. Its mix of firepower, defensive systems, and rapid strike capabilities made it an essential part of the Empire's military strategy, contributing to the Empire's ability to project power across the galaxy. The Assassin-class Corvette was a highly versatile warship, seeing extensive use in a variety of roles throughout its service history, both in the Imperial Navy and with various factions across the galaxy. Initially, the Assassin class was deployed alongside the CR-90 Corvette in system patrol squadrons, where it was tasked with defending vital convoys and space stations from pirates and rebel attacks. The ship's combination of firepower, defensive systems, and speed made it a formidable presence in space, particularly in engagements that involved hostile forces attempting to disrupt Imperial logistics or attack isolated targets. The Assassin-class Corvette's role extended beyond the Empire's direct military needs. Rebel forces, recognizing the ship's potential in asymmetrical warfare, utilized modified Assassin-class vessels for hit-and-fade operations. These operations were designed to strike swiftly and retreat before the enemy could mount a coordinated defense, a tactic that the Assassin class excelled at, thanks to its maneuverability and heavy weaponry. Rebel forces also repurposed these ships for missions involving the transportation of high-priority cargo and personnel, particularly for delivering supplies or rescuing key individuals from Imperial strongholds. In Zero ABY, the assassin-class Corvette was thrust into a more personal conflict when Darth Vader requisitioned the Archer, piloted by Ensign Nanda, for a personal mission of revenge. This marked a significant moment for the ship, as it was now being used for a mission of vengeance, operating outside the normal bounds of standard military assignments. The use of the assassin class in such a capacity was not unusual, as these ships were often called upon for more high-stakes, delicate operations within the Imperial hierarchy. The assassin-class Corvette also became a favored tool for those who sought to challenge the Imperial system from within. One of the most notable instances of this came when the traitorous Grand Admiral Demetrius Zarin used assassin-class Corvettes extensively in his attacks against loyal Imperial forces. Zarin, who had defected from the Empire, commanded at least 25 assassin-class Corvettes during his rebellion, utilizing them as part of his efforts to destabilize the Empire and seize control of its forces. His use of these vessels highlighted the ship's effectiveness in fast, surprise strikes and their ability to operate in both offensive and defensive capacities. The assassin class also played a role in later conflicts, such as in 41 ABY during the Second Battle of Fondor, where a number of assassin-class Corvettes were deployed as part of Dala's Maw irregular fleet. This fleet, made up of ships from various factions, utilized the assassin class for both offensive and defensive actions in one of the pivotal battles of the era. These ships, though no longer in the prime of their service, remained valuable for the same reasons they were initially favored: their ability to perform a wide range of functions from patrols to direct engagements, and their flexibility in fleet compositions. Throughout its service life, the assassin-class Corvette proved to be a durable and effective vessel, used by both the Empire and various other factions in multiple capacities. Whether in the defense of Imperial assets, as part of a larger naval fleet, or in covert operations by rebel forces, the assassin class demonstrated its importance to the ongoing galactic conflict. From system patrols to hit-and-fade strikes, from high-profile missions of vengeance to traitorous rebellions, the assassin-class Corvette left an indelible mark on the history of the Galactic Civil War and beyond. The Corellian Buccaneer was a type of Corvette manufactured by Corellian Engineering Corporation around the time of the New Republic's formation. As a ship designed primarily for use in the early years of the New Republic, it retained a great deal of the design heritage from the CR-90 Corvette, a staple of earlier military fleets. This connection to its predecessor was evident in the Corellian Buccaneer's overall layout and construction, yet it boasted its own unique features that made it suited to the shifting needs of the post-Imperial galaxy. The Corellian Buccaneer was primarily used as a blockade runner, a role that required speed, agility, and the ability to breach enemy defenses while maintaining a significant amount of firepower for defense. Its sleek design allowed it to outmaneuver larger ships and evade pursuit, while its 10 double turbo lasers provided ample firepower to engage enemy vessels when necessary. These weapons, combined with the ship's quickness and versatility, made it an ideal choice for the kinds of missions that involved running blockades, smuggling goods past enemy lines, or striking fast against smaller Imperial or pirate forces. One of the most notable examples of a Corellian Buccaneer in action was the vessel known as the Solar Dynamica, owned by the notorious Corellian pilot Elta Besk. This ship was a well-known asset among smugglers and those operating on the fringes of the New Republic, where it was frequently used to deliver goods, carry out quick strikes, and escape pursuit. Besk's ownership of the Solar Dynamica highlighted the ship's reputation as a reliable vessel for high-risk operations, favored by those who needed to operate in the gray areas of galactic law. While the Corellian Buccaneer was not as widely used as other ships, its design and capabilities made it an essential part of the early years of the New Republic's struggle to solidify its power across the galaxy. It provided a valuable tool for those who needed a fast, well-armed vessel capable of performing a wide range of tasks, from smuggling to direct combat operations. With its double turbo laser armament and its ability to outrun many larger ships, the Corellian Buccaneer carved out a niche for itself as one of the many varied and essential ships in the New Republic fleet during its formative years. The Eschen Strike, originally known as the Nightcaller, was a modified CR-90 Corvette that underwent significant alterations to enhance its combat capabilities and make it more suitable for the specialized missions it was intended for. Unlike most CR-90 Corvettes, which retained the standard design and equipment throughout their service, the Nightcaller, and its sister ship, the Constrictor, were modified during construction, rather than undergoing a later refit, to serve more specific roles within Imperial intelligence, or under the command of the infamous warlord Ginge. One of the key modifications to the Nightcaller was the removal of the deck typically used for luxury quarters, located between the hangar and the bridge. This was done to streamline the ship and allow more room for other systems and operations, including a heavy tractor beam projector. The tractor beam was mounted in place of one of the Corvette's standard Time and Bach H9 dual turbolaser turrets, reflecting the need for greater versatility in operations that required the capturing or immobilizing of enemy ships, especially when dealing with smaller or faster craft during covert operations. The Nightcaller's alterations extended to its armament as well. In addition to the Time and Bach H9 dual turbolaser, which remained one of its primary offensive weapons, the ship was equipped with 4 laser cannons mounted on its escape pods. These additional weapons were intended to provide some level of defense in emergency situations, such as if the ship came under attack during an evacuation. The ship was also equipped with Empion mines, a type of mine known for its ability to disrupt the systems of enemy vessels that came too close, a fitting choice for the hit-and-run tactics that the ship was often employed for. Perhaps one of the most notable aspects of the Nightcaller was its ability to carry 2 TIE LN starfighters in its forward cargo hold. These starfighters were fitted to be launched directly from the ship's escape pod hatches, which added a degree of flexibility to its operations. In a combat scenario, these starfighters could be quickly deployed for strafing runs, escort duties, or reconnaissance. Additionally, the ship's cargo bays could house up to 12 X-Wings, further indicating the ship's role in supporting and coordinating larger operations involving multiple starfighter types. As a result of these modifications, the Nightcaller and the Eschen Strike could be considered a subclass of the CR-90 Corvette, distinct from their standard counterparts due to their increased focus on versatility and tactical operations. The modifications made during construction, rather than as a later refit, ensured that these ships were more capable of handling specialized missions for Imperial intelligence or Warlord Ginge's forces, particularly in the context of fleet engagements, surprise strikes, or transporting valuable personnel. The ship's ability to carry starfighter squadrons, its added weapons, and the integration of systems like the tractor beam made it a formidable vessel for its size, well suited for covert operations and fleet support duties. The Nightcaller, originally commanded by Zurl Darillion, was a modified CR-90 Corvette serving under Warlord Zinj, before its eventual capture by Wraith Squadron at the Zobom system in 7 ABY. As part of Zinj's fleet, the Nightcaller was tasked with carrying out covert operations, including the placement of Empion mines along hyperlanes to disrupt enemy traffic and harass Rebel or New Republic fleets. Its crew, loyal to Zinj, followed a strict regimen of military operations until they were outmaneuvered by Wraith Squadron. Wraith Squadron, an elite unit of the New Republic renowned for its ability to infiltrate enemy ships, executed an ingenious plan to capture the Nightcaller. After overpowering the ship's crew, the Wraiths used their skill in deception to impersonate the original crew, continuing the ship's mission itinerary. This ruse included the strategic placement of Empion mines, a move that allowed the squadron to further destabilize the region while gaining crucial intelligence. The tactical prowess of the Wraiths was evident in their ability to repurpose the Nightcaller and use its specialized systems for their own operations. Once captured, several key modifications were made to the ship. The 4 TI fighters originally housed aboard were remounted at the escape pod supports, which significantly enhanced the ship's ability to defend itself and respond to threats quickly. The cargo bays were also refitted to carry X-Wing starfighters, a necessary adjustment as Wraith Squadron needed to maintain their strength in fighter operations. Furthermore, the ship's forward cargo bay was adapted to allow its fighters to act as static proton torpedo launchers, a tactic later referred to as the Loran Spitball. This involved launching proton torpedoes from the forward bay while the fighters remained stationed, creating a devastating surprise strike capability against enemy targets. After the capture of the Nightcaller, it was assigned to New Republic service, where it was commanded by Chode Hraknis. Hraknis led the ship through several key engagements until his untimely death at the Battle of Talasia, which led to the promotion of Atril Taban to command. As part of General Solo's fleet, the Nightcaller played an instrumental role in the campaign against Shinji's forces, particularly after the destruction of the Imperial Star Destroyer Implacable during the Battle of Essian. In recognition of its pivotal role in the conflict, the Nightcaller was renamed the Essian Strike. The newly renamed Essian Strike was assigned to General Han Solo's fleet in their mission to destroy Shinji's flagship, the Iron Fist. The Corvette's modification, firepower, and specialized equipment made it an invaluable asset in this campaign, allowing it to operate as a highly effective strike vessel. It became a symbol of New Republic ingenuity and adaptability, using the assets of the former enemy to deliver a devastating blow to one of the most powerful warlords in the galaxy. The Essian Strike continued to serve in this role, contributing to the eventual defeat of Shinji and his forces, cementing its legacy as a key asset in the New Republic's fight against the remnants of the Empire. The Far Star, originally known as the Freedom's Messenger, began its service as a CR-90 Corvette designed for the Galactic Republic. Initially, it served as a diplomatic vessel, equipped with luxurious interior spaces and diplomatic suites, providing high-ranking officials with all necessary comforts for extended voyages. Its amenities also included extensive droid service bays, entertainment facilities, and recreation zones for the crew and diplomats aboard. These features were in line with the diplomatic function of the ship, ensuring that it could function in a peaceful capacity during times of galactic uncertainty. During the Clone Wars, the Freedom's Messenger was repurposed for combat duty. The ship underwent a significant wartime refit that included the removal of its luxurious amenities. The diplomatic suites were replaced with troop barracks, and additional weapon mounts were added to enhance its combat capabilities. The droid service bays were transformed into maintenance facilities for the repair and recharge of blasters and other weapon systems. This refit marked the ship's transition from a peaceful diplomatic cruiser to a more militarized vessel capable of supporting the Republic's war efforts. Following the Clone Wars, the ship's fate took another turn when it was lost in the Battle of Ord Torrenzi. Recovered by the Imperial Navy, the ship was renamed the Renegade and further modified by Moff Kentor Sarn. Sarn's modifications transformed the ship into a formidable vessel capable of independent exploration and subjugation. These modifications, completed in the hidden shipyards of Corbus Valley on Cal Shebel, included the addition of a large hangar bay, 3 extendable docking tubes, and advanced armor, turbo-laser targeting systems, and sensors. Despite these efforts, when the New Republic launched an attack on Cal Shebel in 8 ABY, the modifications were still incomplete, and the ship remained in a somewhat unfinished state. After Sarn's escape from the Battle of Cal Shebel, the New Republic seized the Renegade, recognizing its strategic value. The ship was then rechristened the Far Star, and further modifications were made to repair and upgrade the vessel. These modifications allowed the Far Star to carry a complement of 8 T-65B X-Wing starfighters, 4 RX Defender starfighters, and 2 support craft, the Move-On, and an Aegis-class combat shuttle. The Far Star's sublight engines and turbo lasers were in disarray due to the previous battle, but this did not hinder its effectiveness in subsequent missions. The ship also became equipped with 6 hyperspace pods, 6 overracers, and various SRV-1 scout and retrieval vehicles. The Far Star underwent several additional enhancements after these repairs, including upgrades to its sensor systems and targeting systems, which featured a predict and pinpoint targeting system. The ship's hull armor was also reinforced, making it a more formidable vessel in combat. Its new particle and ray shields provided enhanced protection during engagements, and its communication systems included a high-power subspace transceiver. In terms of complement, the Far Star housed a crew of around 120 individuals after the refit, which included gunners, droids, and various auxiliary personnel. The ship was staffed with a variety of service droids, such as 2 1B surgical droids, R2 astromechs, R3 astromechs, and Viper probe droids, in addition to its human crew. With minimum crew requirements of 50 personnel, the Far Star was well equipped to handle its numerous systems and operate effectively across extended missions. The Far Star's cargo capacity was an impressive 3,000 metric tons, with supplies capable of lasting for 3 months. Its escape craft included lifeboats for 20, 12, and 4 passengers, as well as multiple escape pods to ensure the safety of the crew in case of emergency. Despite the vessel's advanced modifications, Its most significant mission came when it was used to pursue Moff Kentor Sarn after his escape from Kal Shebel. The Far Star played a crucial role in the New Republic's effort to eliminate Sarn, eventually participating in the final battle against him at Cathal, where it was destroyed. The Far Star's legacy lived on in the missions it supported, from exploration to subjugation, solidifying its place as an important vessel in the New Republic's efforts to combat remnants of the Imperial fleet. The Far Star, originally known as the Freedom's Messenger, was built by the Corellian Engineering Corporation around 52 BBY. Initially, it served the Galactic Republic as a diplomatic ship, frequently involved in significant political missions. The Freedom's Messenger played an important role in the signing of the Galactic Republic Marzoon Confederation Treaty, as well as transporting a Jedi delegation to quell the Vicari's uprising. Over the years, it became a widely recognized symbol of peace and hope, embodying the ideals of the Republic. However, the ship's role dramatically shifted during the Clone Wars. As the galaxy plunged into conflict, the Freedom's Messenger was refitted to serve as a combat vessel, replacing its diplomatic features with the necessary equipment to contribute to the Republic's war efforts. Despite this transformation, the ship still maintained its reputation as a reliable vessel, performing well both as a warship and a diplomatic vessel when needed. During the Battle of Ord Terenze, the Freedom's Messenger led an assault into a blockade to allow for the evacuation of civilians from the planet. The ship fought fiercely, clearing a path for evacuation ships, but it suffered critical damage, including a power core breach that resulted in fatal radiation poisoning for the crew. The ship, now out of control, ultimately crashed into the planet, marking a tragic end to its Republic service. Years later, the Freedom's Messenger was recovered by the Imperial Navy and underwent extensive refitting. It was recommissioned as the Renegade, under the command of Moff Kentor Sarn. The ship was assigned to the 15th Deep Corps Reserve Fleet, where it took part in missions against pirates and rebel outposts. Although Sarn rose in the Imperial hierarchy, the Renegade remained in reserve service for a time. In 2 BBY, Moff Sarn, now in a more prominent position, requested the Renegade to be reassigned to his fleet. The ship was involved in peacekeeping missions, including the subjugation of Karis in 4 ABY. As the galaxy's turmoil intensified, the Renegade was once again called into active service. By 7 ABY, Sarn had become one of the many Imperial warlords. During this time, he discovered the ancient Dark Strider technology, and with this newfound power, he took the Renegade off the active duty list and placed it under his personal command. Hidden in the private shipyards of Sorbus Valley on Kal Shebel, the ship underwent a significant refit to serve as an independent exploration and subjugation vessel. The modification process included the addition of advanced sensors, a larger hangar bay, and a more extensive weapon suite to support its new role. The ship was almost fully retrofitted when the Battle of Kal Shebel in 8 ABY forced Sarn to abandon the ship and flee to Cathal. As a result, the Renegade fell into the hands of the New Republic. The New Republic, eager to pursue Moff Sarn and his growing fleet, quickly took control of the Renegade, rechristening it the Far Star. With a hastily assembled crew, the Far Star ventured deep into the Cathal sector to track down Sarn. The crew faced numerous obstacles, including battles with Sarn's forces as they followed him to the Cathal sector. Eventually, the Far Star was severely damaged during a confrontation with Sarn's fleet, and the crew was forced to abandon the ship. However, the Far Star crashed into Sarn's garrison on Cathal, wiping out the Imperial forces there and marking the end of its journey. Despite its tragic destruction, the Far Star's legacy as a versatile vessel in both diplomatic and combat roles remains significant in the New Republic's efforts against the remnants of the Empire. The CR-90 line of starships played a significant role during the Clone Wars, with numerous variants being employed across various sectors for both military and diplomatic purposes. One of the most notable examples of a CR-90 Corvette from this era was the Tantive 4, owned by Senator Bail Organa of Alderaan. This particular CR-90 served as a critical asset in Organa's diplomatic efforts throughout the galaxy. The Tantive 4 was primarily used by Senator Organa for high-priority missions, including the negotiation of aid for various planets affected by the ongoing conflict. One of its notable assignments was when Organa used the Corvette to travel to Toydaria, where he aimed to negotiate a relief effort for the blockade of Ryloth, a planet severely affected by the Separatists' actions. The Corvette's speed, versatility, and diplomatic reputation made it the perfect vessel for such delicate and high-stakes negotiations. As a diplomatic cruiser, the Tantive 4 was equipped with the necessary facilities to support high-ranking officials and key personnel. Its design allowed for quick deployment, ease of transport, and the ability to maneuver through blockades or hostile territories. This made it an invaluable tool in the galaxy-wide political struggles of the Clone Wars, where alliances were constantly shifting, and humanitarian efforts were often impeded by military action. The Tantive 4 became synonymous with Organa's efforts to maintain the Republic's moral authority and assist beleaguered systems, making it one of the most iconic CR-90 Corvettes ever to serve during this period of galactic turmoil. After the fall of the Galactic Republic and the rise of the Galactic Empire, the CR-90 Corvette continued to serve, albeit in different roles under the Empire's regime. Several CR-90s were stationed at the RM Facility 4 Deep Dock located at Belderone, a strategically important location in the Outer Rim. These vessels, though now under Imperial control, still maintained the versatile capabilities that had made them so valuable during the Clone Wars. They were used for a variety of tasks, including patrols and security, with their relatively modest size and speed allowing them to be deployed in a variety of operations. One of the most notable uses of the CR-90 after the rise of the Empire was its continued service by Bail Organa, who remained in the Imperial Senate during the early years of the Empire. Despite the Empire's oppressive control, Organa was able to continue using his CR-90 Corvette, the Tantive 4, to travel on sensitive diplomatic missions. His status as a senator allowed him to maintain a somewhat covert presence, using the Corvette to communicate with resistance groups and further his efforts against the growing tyranny of the Empire. The Tantive 4 would remain a symbol of Organa's commitment to the fight for freedom, serving as a vital tool in his covert operations within the Senate and beyond. The CR-90 Corvette also played a role in the Botajef Defense Force, a planetary militia mobilized against the Empire following the declaration of Botajef's secession from Imperial rule by Governor Quessel. 2 CR-90 Corvettes were involved in the defense of Botajef, and their presence demonstrated the enduring adaptability of the CR-90 design. However, their opposition to the Empire would be short-lived. Commodore Thrawn, one of the Empire's most brilliant strategists, was able to neutralize the threat with minimal casualties. Using his tactical genius, Thrawn captured Governor Quessel aboard his Corvette by employing a tractor beam, effectively putting an end to the rebellion on Botajef and solidifying the Empire's control over the system. Beyond Imperial service, the Tantive 4 continued to play a significant role in the burgeoning rebellion. During a mission to recover R2-D2 and C-3PO, 2 vital astromech droids, Bail Organa traveled aboard the Tantive 4 as he sought to reclaim the droids from a group of rebels operating on Lothal. This mission was critical to the rebellion's survival, as the droids held crucial information about the Empire's secret weapon, the Death Star. The Tantive 4's continued use in such operations underscored its importance to the rebel cause. In addition to Organa's use of the Tantive 4, the Rebel Alliance employed several other CR-90 Corvettes in their efforts against the Empire. Ahsoka Tano, operating under the codename Fulcrum, traveled aboard one such CR-90 when the rebels delivered the Rhodian informant Tsibo to her. These CR-90s were essential in the rebellion's efforts to gather intelligence, conduct covert operations, and support the movement's fight for freedom across the galaxy. With their versatility and reliability, CR-90 Corvettes remained a cornerstone of rebel operations and continued to serve in pivotal moments of galactic history. After the fall of the Galactic Republic and the subsequent rise of the Galactic Empire, the CR-90 Corvette line continued to serve within the Imperial Navy, albeit in a more constrained role than during the Clone Wars. Several CR-90s were stationed at the RM Facility 4 Deep Dock at Belderone, where they were maintained as part of the Empire's extensive fleet. Despite the Empire's focus on larger, more formidable vessels, such as the Imperial-class Star Destroyers, the CR-90 Corvette remained a valuable asset, particularly for its versatility and adaptability in various missions, including escort duties, reconnaissance, and diplomatic functions. Notably, Bail Organa continued to use his personal CR-90, the Tantive 4, during his time in the Imperial Senate, a symbol of his quiet resistance against the growing empire. In a notable instance, 2 CR-90 Corvettes were assigned to the Botajev Defense Force, where they were mobilized against the empire after Governor Questel of Botajev declared the system's secession. The empire swiftly responded, and Commodore Thrawn, known for his tactical brilliance, was able to neutralize the threat with minimal casualties, using his own ship's tractor beam to capture Governor Questel aboard one of the CR-90s, effectively quelling the rebellion. As the Rebel Alliance gained strength, the CR-90 Corvette found new life as a crucial component of the Phoenix Cell. Under the command of Jun Sato, 5 CR-90 Corvettes served in the cell, alongside their flagship, a Pelta-class frigate called the Phoenix Home. These corvettes were instrumental in various missions, including the rescue of Kanan Jarrus, a prominent leader within the rebellion. However, following the siege of Lothal and the loss of the Phoenix Home, Commander Sato adopted the Liberator, one of the CR-90s, as his new flagship. Alongside another corvette, Transport 1, the Liberator embarked on a mission to deliver much-needed relief supplies to the people of Ibar, who were suffering from famine. Unfortunately, Transport 1 was destroyed while attempting to breach the Imperial blockade. Despite this loss, the Liberator managed to complete the mission successfully with the help of a prototype B-6 ship, demonstrating the continuing resilience of the rebel forces and their reliance on the CR-90's capabilities. The Liberator, along with its sister corvettes, became a key player in several rebel operations, including a desperate escape from Gorel when Admiral Cassius Constantine led an assault on the rebel hideout. The Liberator was captured by Constantine's tractor beam, but was freed when the Ghost, another ship in the Phoenix Cell's fleet, disabled the tractor beam, allowing the Liberator to escape and continue its fight against the Empire. In the wake of Mon Mothma's declaration of the Rebel Alliance's formation, multiple CR-90 Corvettes joined other rebel ships in traveling to Dantooine, where the newly formed alliance established its base. General Jan Dodonna, leading a rebel fleet, later took 3 CR-90s to meet with the Phoenix Cell at their base on Atallan, where they planned to launch an attack on the TIE Defender project at Lothal. However, their mission was intercepted by Grand Admiral Thrawn, who ambushed the rebel fleet, resulting in the destruction of 3 of the 6 CR-90s in the battle. The remaining 3 corvettes managed to flee with the other rebels, but as Thrawn's ground forces overran their base on Atallan, only the Liberator and 1 other CR-90 managed to escape. The Liberator successfully evaded Thrawn's blockade, but the 2nd corvette was not so fortunate, falling to the overwhelming Imperial forces. Throughout the conflict, the CR-90 Corvette proved itself to be an indispensable asset for the rebel forces. Its ability to carry out a variety of missions, whether it was transporting vital personnel, conducting covert operations, or directly engaging Imperial forces, helped ensure its place as a reliable vessel in the Rebel Alliance's struggle against the Empire. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, the CR-90's resilience, adaptability, and speed made it a key player in the rebellion's fight for freedom. Between circa 2 BBY and 4 ABY, the CR-90 Corvette Candor played an essential role within the rebel fleet as an arms smuggling vessel. Commanded by Captain Jardar, the Candor was tasked with transporting critical supplies to various rebel cells operating throughout the galaxy. However, during an Imperial attack, Captain Jardar was killed, leaving the Candor in a precarious situation. With her superior officer dead, the highest-ranking officer aboard, Minister Amelin Holdo, assumed command of the ship. Despite the overwhelming Imperial presence, Holdo's quick thinking and decisive leadership ensured the Candor's escape. This pivotal moment earned her a formal promotion, and she was assigned as the ship's new captain, taking command of the Corvette during one of the most chaotic periods of the Rebel Alliance's struggle against the Empire. In 1 BBY, leading into 0 BBY, as the Alliance to restore the Republic stole the plans to the Death Star, Princess Leia Organa traveled aboard the Tantive 4, a CR-90 Corvette, to deliver the stolen plans to Alderaan. The Tantive 4 was intercepted by the Devastator, an Imperial-class Star Destroyer, over Tatooine. Although the Corvette attempted to flee, a direct hit from the Star Destroyer's weapons crippled the Tantive IF's engines, rendering it vulnerable to a boarding action. This interception marked the beginning of a pivotal moment in the rebellion's history, as the plans for the Death Star were eventually brought to the hands of R2-D2 and C-3PO, who managed to escape to Tatooine, setting the stage for the events that would culminate in the destruction of the Empire's superweapon. During the Mid-Rim Retreat, a critical phase of the rebellion's strategy, the rebel Twilight Company utilized the CR-90 Corvette Thunderstrike as a transport vessel for the forces being evacuated from Solist. Unfortunately, the Thunderstrike met its demise on Solist, a harsh reminder of the cost of the rebellion's fight. At this time, the rebels also employed a variety of other CR-90s, including the Jaina's Light, which served as an important vessel in their campaign. The Battle of Endor, one of the defining battles of the Galactic Civil War, saw numerous CR-90 Corvettes join the Alliance fleet in preparation for an assault on the second Death Star. As the fleet entered the Endor system, they discovered too late that they had walked into a trap set by the Empire. The ensuing battle was one of the most intense engagements of the war, and several CR-90 Corvettes were destroyed in the course of the battle. However, the outcome of the battle would ultimately lead to the fall of the Empire, with the Death Star destroyed and Emperor Palpatine's death. In the aftermath of the battle, many of the surviving rebel ships participated in the Battle of Jakku, a final confrontation that determined the fate of the galaxy. During this pivotal clash, a number of CR-90 Corvettes were heavily damaged. Among them was Captain Lindsay's Corvette, which was critically injured and crashed onto the surface of Jakku. This incident contributed to the formation of the Starship Graveyard, a sprawling cemetery of downed ships that would become a silent testament to the sacrifices made during the war. Throughout the Galactic Civil War, the CR-90 Corvette played an essential role in the Rebel Alliance's fight against the Empire. Whether as smuggling vessels, transport ships, or frontline participants in key battles, the versatility of the CR-90 was critical in ensuring the rebellion's success. The destruction and capture of several CR-90s over the course of the war also served as a reminder of the high stakes and devastating losses suffered by the rebels, even as their triumphs helped pave the way for the Empire's ultimate defeat. Many years after the Galactic Civil War, in a period marked by the ongoing struggle against the rising threat of the First Order, a former Imperial senator discovered the long-forgotten remains of the Tantive IV, the iconic CR-90 Corvette that had once been Princess Leia Organa's personal ship. The vessel, which had once played a crucial role in the rebellion's efforts against the Empire, lay in a decrepit state, abandoned in a hangar in the Yarma system. The senator, sympathetic to Leia's cause and deeply moved by the legacy of the ship, took it upon themselves to restore the vessel. After significant repairs and refurbishment, the Corvette was returned to Leia as a gift. The gesture symbolized not only the respect for the sacrifices made during the Galactic Civil War, but also the lasting bonds of solidarity in the face of the new threats posed by the First Order. Leia, now a leader of the Resistance, quickly adopted the Tantive IV as her personal flagship once again. The vessel became a symbol of her leadership and her unyielding commitment to the cause of freedom, much as it had been in the past. Given the lack of sufficient barracks on the moon Ajan Kloss, the Resistance base's primary location, the ship became a hub for both military and logistical operations. Most of the Resistance support crew lived and slept aboard the Tantive IV when not on duty, transforming the vessel into a floating headquarters for Leia's forces. The Corvette also served as a vital energy source for the Resistance base, operating as a makeshift generator that powered the base's crucial systems. By 35 ABY, the galaxy was once again on the brink of war, as the First Order sought to crush the Resistance once and for all. A fleet, assembled by the legendary Lando Calrissian, included several CR-90 Corvettes, among them the Tantive IV, and they joined the Resistance's final battle against the Sith Eternal Forces over the planet Exegol. The battle was a last-ditch effort to thwart the Sith's return to power and protect the galaxy from ultimate tyranny. Despite the bravery and determination of the Resistance, the conflict proved to be costly. Several of the CR-90 Corvettes, including the Tantive IV, were destroyed in the intense space combat that raged above Exegol. The loss of such iconic ships, including the one that had witnessed so many pivotal moments in galactic history, marked the end of an era and underscored the sacrifices made by the Resistance in their fight for freedom.